All right, I'm going to take a look at what's going on today. Basically got the same list as I've had for since last night, and that list is going to be, let's take a quick look. That list is going to be mid-morning. We're going to have Apple, Intel, NVTS, Cipher, Morgan Stanley, Citigroup, Redwire, Google, gold, silver. Okay, so those are the ones that we're going to be looking at least for the time being. Oops. To start, let's do that one more time. It's going to be Apple, Intel, NVTS, Cipher, MSC, RDW, Google, gold, and silver. Those are the ones that we got mid-morning so far. Okay, so we'll keep coming back to this one. But what's interesting on Apple is we're at this 300 level again. So this 300 level is going to be the one thing that we, will consistently look at. Because if you go over to TraderDaddy Pro, you're going to see that if we look at Apple here, you're going to see the levels on it are pretty clear, the institutional levels. 300 is a really big level for Apple. You're going to see down here, 300 is right over here. It's a really big down bar right here. So it's going to offer a lot of support. So if you go to Apple over here, you're going to see that if we come off of this, this could easily swing back up. Need a little bit of momentum first. But again, just going to go through this list with everyone. And if anybody has anything else that they want to go over, we can do that. Intel also broke out a little bit today off of this flag right here. So this has a chance to go higher. My Instagram not working. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, Intel has a chance to go a little bit higher here. We could get up to 110. I'm going to watch that today. We have a lot of good openings today. A lot better than we've seen, all week. Here's the NASDAQ here. If we can protect 725, we can get up to 730, and that's what I'm going to be watching right here. So, if I don't think we go lower than 725, because overall there's been a little bit of a breakout in Micron. This is a solid breakout. You can see the triangle here. Micron's broken out a little bit. So you couldn't go sideways into this structure for forever. At some point, we needed to push out of it. Will APLD ever break? No, APLD did come out today. See? You got almost a 32 today. Where do you want it to go? Like, as long as you keep buying in the mid-20s, APLD will be fine. I don't see why you need to rush it. But I just want to go over some of the big movers. Yeah, Micron broke out today. That was the big one we were looking for. NBIS just keeps going. This is the big name today. We're almost going to push 30% today. This could just keep going. NBIS could go all the way up to 300 pretty quickly. So after earnings, this was one of those ones where in the morning you draw under the bottom of the open, and then this can just keep going. So it was a huge move for Nibius. CoreWeave up 18%. Those were the two that really broke that whole theme of AI stocks and tech stocks going down. It was just software stocks getting out of earnings. AEHR is up 13%. That's on a complete breakout now. Second stage breakout. You can see for yourself right here. Here's your breakout. And then we have iron up to 42 now. Came back from the 30s. Again, Micron at 6.5%, broke out of this huge structure here. You can just see this is wildly big. Just want to see the next levels for Micron for myself, and then we'll take a look at where some of these unusual flows are coming from, and then we'll look at the dark pool money, of course. But I just want to see where Micron's next levels are. So Micron is probably, we're right at 925, then 930. This is the institutional levels, 940, and then 950. We could hit those all in one day, or by Friday pretty easily. We're at 925 now. Loves to get up to 950. But let's look at the unusual activity, of course. We have, at least in the Trader Daddy ecosystem, most people are watching Tesla and NVIDIA, Apple. But right now, the top ones that are coming in is Bloom Energy, Pepsi. We got a bunch of bullish ones for SPY and QQQ, NVIDIA, all bullish ones coming in recently. Meta, Rocket Lab, Block, Nibius. And then in terms of the highest scored ones, Nibius got some bearish ones probably as hedges, but NVIDIA, Meta, Nibius, BE, yeah, a bunch of Nibius, a bunch of Meta, SPY, Oklo, Pepsi, Bloom Energy, Rocket Lab. Let's take a look at Rocket Lab. This is what I got yesterday. I still think that this is a really good point for this to push higher. All of these rocket companies are starting to now push higher. So I like this setup for Rocket Lab to now move a lot higher. So we'll see. I mean, if you look at Rocket Lab or RDW, this is RDW, they all have the same sort of formation. It's just very, the flow is up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and now we're getting to a point with RDW at least where this could start to push back up into the 20s now. So we'll see. Ondas has earnings, so we're just about at 10 right now. I think we can get to maybe 12. I have a few calls in. I'll leave it there. We have momentum heading up. Volume is up. Let's take a look real quick at the dark pool flows. Dark pool money is QQQ is getting a huge skew of dark pool money in right now. Intel keeps getting dark pool money all day long, but I'm a little confused on that because the dark pool money for Intel, they did say that they were going to do an offering, so usually price goes down after that. If there's any stocks that you guys want me to take a look at, I'll take a look at them for you. Micron has a lot of dark pool coming in. AMD has a lot of dark pool. IWN, SMCI, Bank of America, every day Bank of America. Financials, I think, are the strongest right now. Robinhood, MSTR. But yeah, I think one of my favorite ones right now, setup-wise, is Citigroup is an easy one if you just want an easy play. You could see right here for yourself that Citigroup is breaking out of this secondary flag right here. Here's flag number 1, here's your breakout, here's flag number 2, and then here's your breakout that will, hopefully continue. But this is looking really good for this to keep flowing on up. We're above the 50 moving average. We have resistance right above it, and then right at 151 as well. So that all looks pretty good. Morgan Stanley also is at resistance, and then that, if that can push through, I'll show you what I'm looking at here. If this pushes through this level here, we're going to go straight up to 230. And that options play is going to be about 100 to 150%. And I think that could happen in a week. It just needs to push above 221. We get above 221, then we get there. So, but the plays that have been doing the best for me have been the long-term silver and gold plays, because that obviously was a breakout over the last couple of weeks. You could see right here, silver is up another 1.5%. If you want to look at it on a better chart, here's a better one. Less. Here's your 7-month triangle that it's breaking right here. So we're still breaking out of this. I mean, that's when you want to buy things, when they're low and they're breaking out at the bottom of the triangle, right? We see the triangle, right? You see that it is breaking out of this big triangle. And now I think we're just going to keep going and breaking out of it for a while. I could take a look at gold. Gold's looking pretty good too. I think we're going to get to 4,500 rather quickly. 4,000 seems to be the support for gold. But again, just another triangle break. This isn't really that hard. Let's see what else. NVIDIA broke a little flag today. Had some trouble. I wasn't going to chase it today. I didn't really feel like chasing NVIDIA up from here today. AMD at 487 is getting pretty interesting. There's a lot of lines going on here, but the one I'm looking for is AMD to move up a little bit more to 500. It's just so out here. I'm waiting for this to fill out this triangle, right? So I'd rather wait for this to finish out. I'd rather wait for it to just do this, you know? And then we go smaller and smaller, and then we break out again going up like that. So until that happens, I'm just going to keep waiting. But yeah, if there's any stocks that you guys want me to look at, I can pull that up for you. We could look at dark money. We could look at unusual flows, institutional levels. You know, there's a whole bunch of things that we can look at on here. If you guys have anything that you want me to look at, I'll do that for you. Take another look at unusual activity right now. SpaceX is just is printing almost 20 million today in call action. We just got another one for 493,000. Wendy's got a small little unusual flow coming in, but Nvidia, SanDisk, NVIDIA, SpaceX now leading the pack of unusual flow. And if we go and look at long-term quality stocks, Google is number 2, Micron's number 3, OR Royalties is number 1. This is all based on quality. So First Solar is in the top 10, Taiwan Semiconductors. So it's always cool to see what's here. You could also go to sector flow, and we could look at these bubbles down here. This tells us, you know, Nibius is by far the biggest one of today. So if you just want to see real quick what is the biggest one of today, you have these right here. Then CoreWeave, then Light, LITE, for photonics. SMCI, I'm not touching that stock. CIEN is also photonics. Wendy's, BE. So everything looks pretty good. Yeah, I mean, again, APLD, it only serves one purpose. Like, you buy it when it's really low, and then you just wait. Just like everything else, it's going to flow on up. So APLD is not a trade for me. APLD is a, you know, I add on to it whenever it gets below 30. And I just keep doing that, and it's always worked so far. It's a great flow going up. And that's why I buy APLD below 30. I buy Rocket Lab and SpaceX, 1 share every week. So that long term, you know, just keeps on working, right? Let's see what else we got going on here. We could do, all the other space stocks are doing pretty well. Tech is doing pretty well. I mean, this is a breakout in tech right here, XLK. This is a breakout. You could see right here for today, this is a second stage doji candle. This might keep going higher for tomorrow. I'd be interested to see how much money I could make if it goes from here up to 195. Let's run it. If we do a September 18 XLK call, the 200s, it'd be 263. Let's just say that 200 for $260, it gets to 195. That's 200 and goes up. If it goes up 3%, I would make $200 profit off, off of 262. That's not bad. 81% pure profit. It's not that bad. I mean, this is a second stage breakout candle, so technology is looking really good today. Let me see any of the other sectors. Technology, real estate. Real estate's been the most consistent one. Consumer staples, industries, healthcare, utilities. Financials is still pretty good, though. Like Citigroup and Morgan Stanley, I'm still looking at for better entries. But we do have a lot of good things going for us today, especially with this little breakout for, for overall big tech. And if QQQ can stay above the 725 or 724 line, we're going right up to 730. And if that happens, then I think we continue this breakout. Because we got top heavy here. We were about to head down. So this was a nice little push back up again. So as long as that can stable, if that's stable, then that's fine. Just want to take a quick look at the levels for QQQ. This is going to be, yeah, you can see right in front of it, 725 is that call wall. If it gets above that though, there's 730 right next to it. So that's 725, right? There's 730 right above it. So 725 you'd have to protect. So if I entered any stock right now and QQQ went below, like right below 723, I would just get out. If it's a day play, at least. But the one more interesting thing to look at is how fast Nibius went up today. I mean, this is a huge outlier for today. This is the third time it's broken here. It broke once over here, twice over here. This is the third time it is breaking. So this was the third. It loves to break these, see these little flag breaks? This was the third time for a flag break. We could look at HIMS. HIMS, we got... This isn't bad. I mean, actually, it's hard to draw. I mean, let me take out all my drawings. This, we could draw like this. I don't really know. I guess we could have to draw this line over here. And that would be about it for now. I could draw on the bottom, I guess. Yeah, I mean, we're just so far going outward that we keep going sideways. Eventually, HIMS will have to pick a direction. I'd love for HIMS to go down to 26. I'd pick some up then, but not right now. ELF is the beauty company. This is not bad. ELF, we could do some things with this. This is a little flag breaking out here, or flag forming on it, right here. And then, here we go. So, if we get a push, this will be the next stage of it going up. We have resistance at 108 for ELF. Any others? Any other stocks that you guys want to take a quick look at today? I want to see if there's any more room for Nibius to keep going. take another look at the dark pool money. This is what you want to see in a breakout. All of these green is unusual buying going on. And that creates another step support for it to keep going higher and higher and higher. AXT. AXTI, I think, right? It's pretty good. This isn't bad at all. I could do Meta next. Yeah, that's for sure. I could do Meta. AXTI actually looks really good. I like AXTI. This is pretty good. I like how it's bouncing off the 50 moving average. This could go a little bit higher. Meta. Well, if it comes back down to 540, I would pick up more of it, but until then, there's not much I could do with this. Like, I can't make an entry happen here, unless, you know, next would be if it breaks 580, and then if, you know, see if that drops or not for Meta, but I guess the 540, I'd pick up some more. AEM. This is good. I don't know what this is. Mining company. I like this one. This has a nice chart. Nice little second stage candle off the 200 moving average. This doesn't look bad at all. AEM. Not bad. I'm going to add this to my watch list. AEM. It's a Canadian company? I don't know what this is. Anything else that you guys want to see? Or we pretty good? There's a, I think QBTS, some of the quantums were doing pretty well today. I mean, we're still going sideways, but we're not going down anymore. I think QUBT has earnings this week too. Still sideways. We're not moving anywhere here. Amazon, got a little trouble at the top. Can't seem to break out anymore. Really stuck. Also, something else that's interesting, if you look at SPY, S&P 500, you're going to see this line up top right here. This line is 2023 to 2026. So this line goes all the way back. So its current resistance is a trend line that goes all the way back. Like if you look at a monthly, you could see that this line goes all the way down to June 2023. And then this just keeps going. So we're really at that trend line again. That's where we're at right here, the same trend line. Ondas looking to correct, had a good run, sold too early, and looking to re-enter on a dip. Well, it has earnings, so we'll see what happens. Good play, AEM. Gold play, EEM. Yeah, agreed. It's a gold play, for sure. Let's just take another quick look at a couple more things. Dark pool money. We got QQQ, Intel still getting some good prints, Nvidia, Micron, AMD, nothing's really changed. I'm still interested more in Apple at 300, but I'd like to see, you know, if this stays here or not. I'd love it to go down to like, you know, 292 for a little bit. Because that would be really nice to get Apple down here. And then that would really push right back up again. Right at 294. That'd be perfect. I think I'm going to wait. I think it could have a little bit more downside. So we'll see. Let's check a look at at the unusual activity right now. Uber coming in a little bearish right now, but Intel all day long. If you look at Intel, it still is getting bullish flows all day. This just doesn't stop. You know, we had a couple of bearish ones, but majority of them have been bullish. You got a $1.4 million one earlier this morning. So it's just that share offering is scaring me a little. But this little poke right here, this little pop out of the flag, this is a secondary candle, which could now have a third extension up to about 109 or 110. So that's the one thing that, you know, I'm going to be trying to look at if we want to enter something on Intel. You could take another look at the institutional levels on Intel also, because you could draw all the lines in the world. It doesn't really mean much. You need to have information of where the market makers are holding their interests, or else you're just guessing. I don't want to guess. So 105 looks like it's going to be the next level to be pulled in that direction. Yeah, so we're at 105.50. 105 is right up here. You could get there tomorrow. Probably 110 is where it's going to end up, because I don't think we're going straight down anymore. Semiconductors popped up today. It's basically looks exactly like the NASDAQ. But the more interesting thing to me is the whole technology sector. XLK completely broke out today. Not completely, but this is a big candle. And then it could go all the way up here to 195. So it's super interesting. Any other stocks that you guys want me to look at before I'm getting off? Look at some politician trades. Josh Gottenheimer does his 20 trades a day. Unbelievable. Day trades Microsoft at this point. Any insiders? Airbnb insiders selling. ANET selling. A lot of big sellers and insiders today. Hedge funds. We could track 71 hedge funds. Hedge fund tracker. What's getting the biggest buy? Oh, Rocket Lab is number 1 now, and Lyft. I don't know what QLYS is, but IBM, DE, and Shop are the ones that are being sold off. But yeah, we got 2 more Rocket Lab acquisitions today from the hedge fund, so that's good for Rocket Lab. I still think it looks pretty good down here. So again, I have shares. I have a September call on the options for it, so this looks pretty good. I think we could still go higher. All right, I think that's gonna be about it. If you guys want to try Trader Daddy Pro for free, you can go ahead and do so. Just click my name, or if you have any questions, let me know. I can try to get you the best deal I possibly can. Or if you want to join my premium group, I can always give you a 20% discount. And we meet every day, and every morning, every night, in the afternoon. We meet all the time. So, and there's a lot of one-on-one support too. But yeah, we have every tool and toy you can imagine in modern finance at this point, and a lot of in-person groups that you can always come to. So yeah. All right, guys, that's going to be it. Take care. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.